Right, we're gonna have to do a part 3 of these. This is the part 3, by the way. So, in either part 1 or part 2, I was saying it was either I wear these for the 3rd day in a row, which has a ripped back pocket, which I showed in one of the videos, the part 2, I think, or I wear these clean pair of joggers. I'm not calling them trackies anymore. I'm calling them joggers now. I want to move on with my mindset of how I think about these. I don't really want to be wearing these every single time I go out. So I'm trying to change my way of wording them. It's a small change. It doesn't really matter, but no, long time doesn't. But anyway, yeah, it's either I wear these or I go out with this. Now this was a lot more apparent before it went in the wash again. I don't know. Yeah, I think I wore it around the house once and then just put it in the wash again to try and get rid of it. But it's still there, so I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it for real, along with these ones. Because the back pocket's ripped. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. I've had these for about 5 years. Both of these. I had both of these for about 5 years. No more, man. Need to change it up. These fit. So I went into the shop again. I went TK Maxx, and I exchanged the ones that I did have and that I showed in the part 1. I wore the black ones and they felt like they were about to come off me, so I had to get some mediums, and I was a bit hesitant because I think I might have been thinking about the I was thinking about if the exchange was awkward, if it would go awkwardly, but I snapped myself out of it by realizing that it's just exchanging clothes. I don't have to build this unhealthy this emotional attachment to it. That's what I called it. It was an unhealthy one for sure, but I wasn't thinking of that at the time before going to the shop. It really isn't a big deal, but ever since my mental health low, or it isn't a big deal at first glance, but ever since my mental health low, I still have had to recover with certain ways, like going to do things that I haven't done ever before or recently. And I remember going to a different area, unsure of how to get a train one way, but I didn't go to check because I thought it might have been awkward. People would have been looking at me weird. But yeah, I overcome that. I realised I don't need to build an emotional attachment to doing such things. I can just literally look at it like as a part of my daily life, like how going to the gym's a part of my daily life. These, anyway, these fit me perfectly, and I think they'll keep me warm outside. I could certainly test them. And these, they don't fit me perfectly. They're the same ones that I got the other time, but it's just in a medium. It was saying, the hanger was saying medium, but I had to check to make sure it said medium, because the first time I looked, it said XL, even though the hanger was medium, so I do need to be careful with that. I got, I was looking at a Champion ones that had the C logo at the top, and then like a larger one, and then New York established 1909, I think. And I decided not to get that, even though I was thinking of getting 2 light grey ones, because it was just not worth the price, because they both don't fit me properly. These fit better than the large ones, but they still don't fit. They don't fit like how these fit. I don't know why that is. I think the medium size might be a bit larger, maybe, but I don't want this. I don't want to get a small one, because that might mean they don't fit properly. I could try with small ones, but not now, when money's coming in. But that mental health stuff about thinking it would go awkwardly, just overthinking it, I don't need to do that. I don't need to build such an emotional attachment to doing things that I haven't done before, haven't done recently. I was unsure of myself going to the waiting room, overthinking it. would I say nervous? No, but just very slightly very slightly uneasy, because I hadn't done it before, or no, I hadn't done it recently. I hadn't done it recently, especially not by myself. That might sound extremely childish, because it's like, well, who cares? It's a fitting room, and you're how old? At your age, you're thinking this. Just that I haven't done it before, and especially from the mental health low I came from, that I'm still recovering from, it seems, with this uneasy stuff. Yeah, those were the thoughts that were going on my mind, honestly. The truth will set you free, Natalie Taylor said. It's not her phrase. It's a phrase. It's a saying. But that's why I remember it from. That's why I say. That's why I bring her name up. I made sure this time around. I made sure that they had the cuffs, even though last time around they did. Made sure that they had the cuffs. Just making sure that these actually. These at least fit better. That fits amazing. I'm gonna need to get more clothes, but I'll do that when more money's coming in. I need new t-shirts. More thicker socks would help as well. New hoodies and jackets. New jeans. I just want to completely change up what's going on here, because I'm not the same bummy person wearing clothes that I've had for years anymore. I don't want to. Mentally, I'm not that same person. I really am not. I wanted to talk about me thinking oh no, it's on a different one. It was on the Champions one. I was thinking, I thought I saw a small stain, but it was just a shadow. I think at that point, yeah, I was certainly overthinking it. But yeah, they're fine. Cheers to getting more clothes. Cheers to being less bummy, and cheers to making more progress in life, slowly but surely, like how I am now. Yeah. Let's check the sizes. Yep. Hey. I like showing the tags for some reason. There's something I used to do a while ago. I really don't know why though. But I'll do it here as well, why not? Here's the back of them. They aren't interesting at all, but they will do. That's the whole point. They will do. Yeah. There was a bottoms for $14.99 saying the future is now. I was thinking that looked like it felt like really poor quality print, or a low quality print that I just come off after a couple of times in the wash. So I decided not to get them. For future reference, the piece of advice I gave to myself is, please don't wear things that are way too wide around the waist for you. Please don't. Your size isn't large. It's not XXL. I have no idea what I was doing. Look at that. Hold on. I don't know why I like oversized things. It was because I wanted it baggy, but I don't remember why. Where's the size? Here you go. It's really small, so it's going to be difficult to see. Oh, never mind. I did not need to wear things that baggy. I got a pair of Nike trousers that were around about the same size, or if not XXL for me, someone that's 6'1". That was way too baggy. My waist size is not that big to fit that. My bum is not that big. My hips are not that big. But yeah, I do it anyway, because I wanted baggy clothes. I don't remember why. That would explain a bit here and there. Probably just a phase. I certainly went through my phases like everyone else does. Even I could argue that during this point in time I'm going through a phase. For sure. I've started to become me, who I truthfully am. Not trying to act, not trying to be like, not trying to wear the sort of clothes that people in music videos and grime videos wear. I don't need to do that. It's just because that's what I was watching. I thinking, yeah, that's cool. Because when I was 15, I wanted to be cool. Why, I don't remember, but I did. And I'd wear like like joggers and basic t-shirts unironed to astronomy class. Back when I was around 15, especially when I was 15, 16, and I was going through my phases trying to speak posh from time to time, not to them, but just from time to time. I noticed I was doing that during A-levels. I remember doing that as well, like year 13 phases. Yeah, but anyway, I feel happy with the fact that I went to the fitting room to go get it done, to go get it changed, make sure that I actually liked what I got. I didn't do that the first time round, and I at least feel I could feel more happy with the purchases that I have made. And it's not all that scary as I made it out to be, but overthinking, like physically feeling a little bit of unease where I usually feel it in between my pecs. It's not scary. They aren't going to try and trick you or make things awkward. Like, the staff at any shop aren't going to try and do that. Seriously, it's not. Calm down, it's fine. It's literally just a part of everyday life, but I didn't see it that way. Like, I think about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and that was a part of the issue. I think that's where it lied. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, which would just not make it seem like a part of daily life, but this big goal that I need to achieve that I've kept on putting off. So I'd be more likely to even further put it off from that point onwards. No, I don't need to do that. I was thinking about the tags, showing the tags. Is that too much? In my mind, those are the thoughts that are going through my mind for reasons that I'm not going to explain. But I was wondering, is that too much? But then I decided, you know what, I'm going to keep it in there anyway because I've done it before. So yeah, but I'm making progress for sure. I like mentally, like going to different places. This place that I went, the TK Maxx, it's not different, but I just wouldn't usually go there because I had no reason to get. No, what was it? I wouldn't go there even though I needed new clothes because I'm thinking, oh, I'll do it when money's coming in. It was just, I had too few socks. There are so many holes in them. Like one of my pairs of socks, the black ones that I've got in the bin right now, is just too. They cramp my feet in, and I'm not trying to aggravate the bunions, so no more. I've actually still got them in the bin, and then the ones with one pair of socks with holes in them, I've still got in the bin. I may as well take them out. It's a recycling bin, not food bin, so it's alright. These are fine. Like this sock is fine, but then you got that. You have that. I just try and not wear them, but I actually no, past a certain point I had enough and I started throwing them out because I knew I needed to get new ones. Then these are the ones that I was talking about that just don't fit. No, that cramp my feet in. These ones, I'm having to throw them away even though there are no holes in them because they make my feet tight, cramped together. No thanks. Got another pair of socks, probably one with holes in. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Oh yeah, here you go. Can you really see that? Yeah. Nah, not really. Let's see if this helps. No, not at all. But yeah, holes in that one. Let's check the other one. Nah, couldn't see any holes in that one. All right. I'll should I show that? I'll show that one anyway. Needed to get rid of them. Just needed to get rid of them and change. Eventually, instead of wearing jogging bottoms everywhere I go, I'll start wearing jeans and a t-shirt where I go if I'm not going to the gym, because I don't want to be that same person that's basically wearing joggers everywhere I go. No, not anymore, man, not anymore. But yeah, I'm changing that, and I'll further change that over the coming months for sure. And just as a person, I'll keep on changing both my clothes and me, my mindset and so on. But anyway, I think I'll leave it at that for now, because there isn't much else to say. Yeah, I made it seem like going to exchange of things it was like a big deal or scary a little bit. I didn't think that exact wording, but that's basically how I was making it out to be, because I was unsure of myself. I didn't know how the exchange worked, so I thought it could have gone awkward. Must have. But yeah, they aren't there to trick you, they're there to help. Literally, it's not even that big a deal. And on that note, at least now that I understand that, I'm done. And I'll end this video here. It's not even gonna, just realizing that this sort of stuff is a part of my daily life, and even if I do mess up, that's fine. Even if I do mess up and it's a little bit awkward, that's fine. I don't need to build an emotional attachment to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there if that's gonna happen. That's now my mindset on this sort of thing. Like, we're going to a different area or not knowing how to take the train a certain way. It's not, even if I mess up and I go the wrong way, I can ask for help. I don't have to think that people are going to look at me funny, and if they do, I don't have to have an emotional attachment to that. I know I don't know what I'm doing, or I know I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going in that sort of scenario, so I can just ask them for help. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm done, and I've learned a little bit here and there. I don't have to build such an emotional attachment to doing things I haven't done before. Like, it really isn't that big a deal. I could have built that up from skating, maybe, and also that mental health flow related to the skate park, because new moves could mean your head hurting, just like how I hurt my jaw from falling over when no one was there. So like, it makes sense why I could have started to think those sorts of thoughts from that event, or from those events. But anyway, I'm done. I'll leave it at that, and let's see where I'm at mentally by the end of the year. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, let's see. With all of these small changes, we'll see where I'm at. Anyway, I'm done. See you in the next one. Peace. Starting to wear clothes that actually fit me now. Like, they actually fit. I'll show the grey ones as well. These fit me perfectly. Perfect. Like, it fits just right. The black ones, they go like here. They fit like that, and they come. It'd be like that when I squat, just a little bit, but like, these fit perfectly. I'm gonna keep on getting mediums like these. Like, they actually fit. They actually fit. I'm starting to think about wearing clothes that fit rather than baggy ones. They're not any shorter lengthwise. That's probably why I didn't want to get medium ones. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know that they were the same length. It's just more so the width around the waist. That determines their size name. But yeah, I feel happy that I've done this. I now understand that could just think of things like these, things that I wouldn't usually do just as a normal part of daily life. It's not this big deal. That's probably where the overthinking it came from. Just pedestalized it, like, oh my god, it's this big thing, when in reality it really isn't. Yeah, I feel happy with this, very happy. Probably, as you can see with the smile on my face, that's why I wanted to make these clips, to show that I really do feel happy with the changes that I'm making. Especially with the fact that I'm now starting to change what I wear by getting new clothes, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm now finally doing it, thank goodness. Speaking of wearing clothes that fit, I need to get rid of these because they're small around the arms. I need to get large rather than a medium. I can try out medium. I need to get a large rather than small, but I can try out medium clothes as well. Yeah. But I'll leave it at that for now. I don't have anything else to say other than the fact that I'm really happy that I'm making small changes like these, and they'll all add up to become big changes long term. Yeah. I'm feeling so happy with myself, man. I do not like how they fit around the arms. I don't like how narrow the sleeves are. Way too small for me personally, but they do fit. It does fit lengthwise, but I'd much rather have a large t-shirt than this. I want to grow my arms. Past a certain point, I'm gonna have to throw these away. I don't want to look like a kid, so that means I can't wear small clothes like a kid would. Yeah. Just like how I started to sort out the joggers, I will sort out the t-shirts and everything else. I will. I don't need to worry at all. I know I'll do it, and I know that I don't have to think about exchanges going awkward. I know how they work. I know how they run. You obviously have your clothes ready and then get replacement ones and then go to the till. It's fine. Like, don't have to overthink it like how I did this time. I know how it works, and I know going to the fitting room is also not a big deal. Just because I haven't done it before, I don't need to overthink it. Or just because I hadn't done it in a very long time doesn't mean I have to overthink it. At least I realize that now, and that mentality I can use for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I can take a deep breath knowing that I'm not going to make a big deal out of small things like this anymore. I could take a deep breath and have a massive smile on my face, feeling happy with the person that I'm becoming, on both a small level like this with my clothes, and also on a big level like what's going to come in the future, getting a gym instructor job and so on. These small things do count. Like Tesco say, every little helps, regardless of the horse meat stuff, the horse meat business that was going on apparently. Yeah, it does help. Every little thing does help. Small changes like these really do help for sure. Or horse meat scandal, allegedly, yeah. Right, let's end this video off showing some love. Self-hug. That was not as big a deal. Going to TK Maxx was not as big a deal as I was making it out to be. Seriously, it really wasn't. And if I didn't do it, imagine I'd just be thinking about that sort of stuff over and over and over again. And I would have just held it back even further. I held it back one day. I held it back. I wanted to do it yesterday, which is the day after I bought the clothes. But I didn't do it because, oh no, I'll wait tomorrow. With a little bit of implications that I was making that exchange a big deal in my mind. It's not. It really isn't. Self-hug. Show yourself some love. That's my piece of advice. Just carry on doing what I'm doing. Seriously, it has helped. It has helped to show that I'm not my enemy, but I am my friend. And although sometimes I may do some things that I don't want to do do things impulsively. I've been doing that for a long time. I just need to be patient with myself with things like this, going to making it a big deal, even to go to places that I've never been before by myself, at least, like Costa. I was making that a big deal in my mind, but it really isn't. It really isn't. And going to TK Maxx is proving that like it really isn't. They're not going to try and trip you up or trick you or anything like that. Seriously, it really is not that big a deal. I could go to a place like that if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. If I want to go and do some learning, I can, to be fair. Maybe not. Just to prove to myself that going to different shops is not as big, going to shops that I wouldn't really go to is not as big as a deal as I make it out to be. It would be the awkwardness that I think about, like the awkwardness, and I'd say just off that, I wouldn't go. Like the feeling of unease, knowing that I don't know what I'm doing, and just allowing myself to not going at all because of that. I make it such a big deal when I could literally just see it as a part of everyday life. If I wanted to go to a different shop, I can. Even going to different restaurants. I don't want to go to a restaurant though, because those people aren't going to care about my health. But I'm just saying, like if I wanted to, I could just understand that. I can just remember that it's not as big a deal. It's not a big deal at all. You could just see it's a part of daily life rather than thinking about awkwardness, or any awkward situations that could happen. If they do happen, you can cross that bridge when you get there. 20% battery warning, you can cross that bridge when you get there. But why put myself through mental agony based on situations that haven't even happened? This is something I've been doing, and something that I should work through, really. Making up different situations in my mind is something I know I've been doing. Oh, that actually does make a lot of sense as to why I think of like awkwardness and that. It's something I've been doing ever since I was a child, actually. Thinking of imaginary conversations and that, just as children do, but then they just became more fearful as I was going down the mental health road, which it seems like I'm still recovering from, by making it seem like things could go really awkwardly, doing something I hadn't really done before. I think that's where it lies. This has become a lot deeper than just getting clothes now, but it's worth talking about because it shows the state of my mental health, shows my mental state, and it's given me the breeding grounds to work through things that I've been needing to work through for years. These videos really help. Seriously, they really do help. I might make a video on it, like working through why I'd carry on making imaginary situations up in my mind based on real conversations I've had. That's what I do. That's how I go about it nowadays. But yeah, it's something I could work on. As a child, it'd just be fake conversations as children do, imaginary friends and that. Yeah. I don't have to look down. I don't have to look down on the floor like I'm sad and that. But I am feeling dehydrated though, to be fair. I'll think about it. I probably will make a video sooner or later because it is something that I could talk about. Maybe other people are thinking that going through the same thing without even realizing it. That's actually how I made something a big deal. Very, very recently, someone accidentally rung at a very, very, very early time in the morning, before 6 in the morning. And I was thinking that could be a cry for help, but it wasn't. The person's fine. The person's fine. he's more than okay. But well, it sounds like it at least. But I was just doing so much imagining, like that could have been a cry for help. What if he did something and I could have helped, but it wasn't a big deal at all. Yeah, yeah. This is me. This is me. What's going through my mind? This is me at the moment. Me telling the truth, or my perception of the truth anyway. This is me, and because I'm being so honest with myself, I'm going to get very, very far. Very far. I'll leave it at that for now. And as for the topic I was just talking about, I might make another video on it. This took a turn that I did not expect, but life. Anyway, I'm out. See you in the next one, man. Peace. Unnecessarily large clothes that don't fit me, they've had to go in the bin. In the bin. Yeah, clothes that don't fit, clothes that have holes in them, yeah, in the bin. That's where they need to go. In the bin, thrown away. Not donated, no, in the bin. Yeah, no one deserves to wear clothes that have stains on them and that have been ripped and got rips in it or on it. No, in the bin, they deserve to go.